Every major outlet has already written Cabo Verde's obituary. Opta gives Spain an 87.2% chance of winning. The bookmakers have Spain at 1/10. The entire football world just looked at this fixture and moved on. Stay with me. By the end of this, you will see exactly why everyone else has this completely wrong. Here is what nobody is telling you. Cabo Verde have scored in 13 of their last 14 matches. Not one of the experts screaming comfortable Spain victory has mentioned that number. Not ESPN, not Sky Sports, not beIN Sports. 13 out of 14. Luis de la Fuente's defense is walking into Atlanta tonight, believing this is a training exercise. That assumption could cost Spain before halftime. If you are new here, subscribe right now. We post before and after every World Cup match. Now let's get into it. What is actually on the line tonight goes far beyond 3 group points. For Spain, this is the opening statement of a tournament they believe is already theirs to lose. La Roja are unbeaten in their last 10 matches, conceded 2 goals across their entire qualifying campaign, and destroyed Peru 3-1 in their final dress rehearsal. The weight of expectation inside that Spain dressing room right now is enormous. They are not just expected to win tonight. They are expected to make it look effortless. Anything less, and the narrative shifts immediately. For Cabo Verde, we are talking about something completely different. This is a nation of 500,000 people. Their entire population could fit inside 3 NFL stadiums. They have never been here before. And the player carrying every single one of those people into the Mercedes-Benz Stadium tonight is Ryan Mendes. 97 caps, 22 international goals, a man who has spent his entire career waiting for a stage this big. Mendes does not get nervous on nights like this. He was built for them. Everything Cabo Verde do offensively runs through him. If he is sharp, they are dangerous. De la Fuente knows this. The question is whether his defensive setup respects it enough. Here is the stat ESPN will not show you tonight. Cabo Verde conceded 0 goals at home across all 5 of their qualifying matches. 0. A perfect home defensive record in qualifying. Now I know what you are thinking. Atlanta is not a home game. But what that number tells you is that Bubista has built a defensive structure that is organized, disciplined, and genuinely difficult to break down when the team is locked in. Spain will have the ball. Spain will always have the ball. But having the ball against a compact 4-2-3-1 that trusts its shape is not the same as scoring against it. Now let us talk about Spain's engine. Rodri. This is the man who just returned from the ACL injury that ruled him out of the Nations League final, the most important central midfielder in world football, back on the biggest stage, with everything to prove. Rodri does not create the most. He does not score the most. What Rodri does is control the tempo of every match he plays in at a level nobody else on this planet currently matches. When Rodri is comfortable, Spain are metronome-like and unstoppable. But here is what Luis de la Fuente has not fully answered. How does Rodri perform in his first competitive minutes back from a serious injury? We do not know yet. That is the honest answer. Nobody does. Actually, wait. Before I tell you who controls this match, you need to know one thing that changes everything. Luis de la Fuente has now started 3 consecutive major tournament openers with a passive first-half setup. He lets the game come to him. He waits for the opposition to tire. Against Morocco in the Euros, it nearly cost Spain in the opening 45. Against Croatia, same story. Tonight, against a Cabo Verde side that scores first in matches, that passive opening is not a tactical choice. It is a vulnerability. Bubista has watched the same footage. He will know this. The psychological dimension of this match cuts in an unexpected direction. Because there is no head-to-head history here, no old wounds, no score lines living in anyone's memory, Spain cannot draw on dominance and Cabo Verde cannot draw on trauma. What lives in the players' heads tonight is entirely internal. Spain's players carry the pressure of a nation that believes the World Cup is already theirs. That weight gets heavier when a goal does not come early. Cabo Verde's players carry the freedom of a debut. They have nothing to lose and everything to gain, and that psychological asymmetry is more dangerous than any tactical system Spain will prepare for. Remember what I said at the very start about Cabo Verde scoring in 13 of their last 14 matches? Here is why that single number changes the entire prediction. Spain's most vulnerable moment in any match is the 15 minutes immediately after they fail to score when expected. The crowd shifts. The players press higher. The shape opens. Dylan Livramento, 4 goals in his last 5 Q.